Carl and Brrraaains here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's reaction time. Checking out a band we're pretty familiar with, a band that's come back in quite a big way. It's Earthbound, and their new single, Change, recently released. I haven't actually listened to this as of yet. I saw it was out on social media and stuff like that, and I think that's right. I think I was going to cover it in a single slam, which as of time recording would be tomorrow, but I hadn't listened to it because I was going to write that one tomorrow anyway. And Brendan said, hey, why don't we do it as a reaction? So here we are. We'll do it this way instead. Have you heard this already?
I haven't listened to this one yet. No. I've got it downloaded and ready to listen to, but purely because I was building the playlist for the Mangata Festival, I was like, oh, I'll get that done and listen to that because that's coming up in a couple of weeks. But yeah, so.
All about fans of this band, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a big fan of the band. Really enjoyed the first single of Conversation with God, which is a really strong song. So expecting big things.
Well, we shall say no more. Let's dive straight in then with this in 3, 2, 1, go.
As we journey through this hard and fragile life, let society swallowed in its strife. Man can never truly know his fellow man. We are ignorant to her eternal plan. You can
Bum bum.
Well, that was different.
Well, I mean, it wasn't for a long time. Like I remember, like about two and a half minutes in, I thought, well, this is going to be really simple. This is a banger. Oh man, those clean vocals. Fucking hell, his voice is immense. His little death metal growls, that spacey instrumentation, big riffs, but you've got this really blast beat style drumming going on, heavy and fast, really anthemic. Got a chorus that sounds epic. It's a huge Earthbound song. And then, I mean, the bit that no doubt everyone would react to, regardless of a video, and had I heard it outside this, I'd have probably gone, wait, what? That middle portion of saxophone, smoky jazz, that goes on a fairly substantial amount of time. It's not just like a little bit of fucking around for the sake of it. It's a literal almost middle break of the track, because obviously the second half kind of comes back with the same sort of melodic metal, death metal side of things. And I'm really torn here. That needs another listen. Like that needs several other listens, because I'm not 100% sure I love that that saxophone section. And here's the thing: is I'm cool with the saxophone and metal. Many bands I love utilize it and stuff like that, but we're not talking about it being like utilized in a sort of like layered and around. It's a stop.
Yeah.
Here's a saxophone solo with sort of like background ambience, and then we're back, and it's jarring. But like I'm not anti it. Like I'm not like, oh my god, I thought it was shit or anything like that. I'm baffled about it, really.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised by it.
Mm.
I quite liked it. I don't know. I was surprised by it because I just wasn't expecting it. You know, that was
Yes, I think that's
you know,
it.
if that's what they were hoping for. Like, you know, in terms of a reaction, like, oh, here's something you're not going to be expecting, then you know they win. I definitely wasn't expecting it. I think I echo everything and you said about vocals, and and I quite like how the song's quite different in contrast to the first single. I'm assuming these are hopefully part of an album or an EP or something that's coming up. But Conversation with God, which is a bit more of a straightforward kind of melodeath track in a way, like without not meaning to belittle it by saying straightforward, but just like it was brilliant but not surprising, whereas this one has like a more kind of atmospheric tone. Obviously predominant clean vocals for large parts of it, wonderful singing but still clean. I did like the saxophone. I thought it was, I wouldn't say seamless, but I thought it blended in quite nicely. It just surprised the hell out of me. I just didn't know, wasn't expecting it at all. I was expecting as it slowed, I thought, right, okay, here comes a guitar solo. That's what I was expecting. Which, it's a strange one there, because I guess that's the instant reaction is surprise, but not like you said, like not as in like, oh, I'm angry surprised, more as in like, okay, that caught me off guard. Now I'll listen to that again now, knowing what's coming, and have a better kind of handle on how I feel about the track. But the rest of it's the time I love, like the in previous releases, there was still an element of the band that had like We're an Underground Band kind of production to it, which was, I loved it. It was quite raw at times, but they were kind of growing into their tone, and you can kind of hear now over as time's gone by that it's got a very professional sound. Like it really sounds very, very good. Just produced wonderfully. I think they seem to have taken like a real step up, whatever's happened, like in terms of the band and their growth or everything like that over the last year. So whether that's also seen them step up and decide, to experiment with other sounds and other things that they can do. Be interesting to hear whether this is a prominent feature across an album, or if this is a thing that they felt fitted like for this song only, or
I think you nailed it there when you said about the fact that it's a surprise factor. Ultimately, I think like that's why I'd be intrigued to give this a few more listens, and certainly and now knowing what to expect. And then, because I'm not, my initial reaction is, oh my god, that's so unexpected and so unusual and so not what I thought was going to happen. Like that's all I could focus on to a degree, going into it again, and then not and now going, all right, this part's coming up, and then maybe really listening to it properly, I wonder if it will sit a bit more comfortably in my head. The thing is, like, I don't want to sort of rubbish it anyway, because I loved everything around it, and I still really like that aspect. I like a saxophone. I like how it sounded. It was very, very smoky feeling. So definitely one that needs a few more listens, but definitely one that's got me intrigued to see what it, particularly the direction that Earthbound, I don't know if this is a one-off or if they are heading in a more experimental direction.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a feeling I'm going to end up loving this song. That's the truth of it, because I was just sitting there thinking, like, the song's over. We're talking about it. I've got the surprise factor of it, but all I've got going around in my head is the chorus. Like, that's all I can hear like now. And, you know, the surprise of the sort of brass instrument hasn't in any way dampened any of my enjoyment of that song. So I've got a feeling I'm going to listen to this song again and you know, fucking love it. That's the truth, because like I just find it's weird to come out of a song and like it's still there. I can still hear it, you know, and I want to hear it again.
I think that's high praise indeed. That's Change by Earthbound, a surprising release from the band. What do you reckon? You got any thoughts that you know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website, where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at gbhbl. Just search for gbhbl and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.